Hello everyone. I, I thank God for protecting you. I hope you are doing well. Continue social distancing and continue sanitizing. We shall finally be able to defeat this deadly pandemic by God's grace. My name is Byebazo Oswald, and I'd like to take you through the role of minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, and water in the diet of animals, and at the end we shall do this activity. Remember, the last time we met, we talked about the different classes of animal feeds. We looked at refuges, succulents, protein concentrates, mineral concentrates, energy concentrates, vitamins, but we didn't go through the role of each of those in the diet of animals. So let's go together, starting with minerals. What's the role of minerals in the diet of animals? One, minerals help in speeding up chemical reactions in the body of animals. For example, magnesium activates enzymes. And I know you covered the role of enzymes in the body processes of livestock. Two, potassium maintains the osmotic potential, the osmotic pressure of blood and lymph fluids. Remember osmosis? We talked about osmosis, which has to do with the movement of molecules of a solvent through a semi-permeable membrane from a less concentrated solution to a more concentrated solution. So potassium plays that role in maintaining the osmotic pressure of blood and all the lymph fluids. Calcium is important in the clotting of blood. Magnesium increases libido in animals, which is important in reproduction. Calcium and phosphorus strengthen the skeleton of animals. Then minerals also are important constituents of tissues such as blood and teeth. Calcium helps in formation of strong shells in eggs. Potassium maintains suitable pH of body fluids. In this preparation, I tried to be specific, but if you're asked to give the general role of minerals, you may not necessarily go specific. Just present minerals, do this, do this, do this. But in case you are asked to be specific, then I've prepared points to guide you accordingly. Proteins are required in repairing the worn-out tissues and damaged cells. Proteins also can be broken down to provide energy in case the animal has been feeding on a diet that is shortage in carbohydrates. So proteins are also energy sources. They are constituents of hormones and enzymes. I've already talked about the role of enzymes. Proteins are essential for growth in all living tissues. And if any living organism is lacking proteins, then they will have stunted growth. Proteins are components of animal products like milk, eggs, and meat. So feeding on these sources of proteins, you'll be able to get enough of this. Okay. Carbohydrates, they give energy and heat required by animals for metabolic processes. So energy and then warming up the body of animals. They can also be converted into fats and stored as energy for the future. In case the animal is not able to use the energy, the body will be able to convert it into fat and then stored for the future. For the future time, I mean when the energy sources will be needed. Then carbohydrates also help in preventing bloat. Bloat means production of excessive gas, especially in the rumen of ruminants. So this happens when the animals are fed too much on succulent feeds. So by mixing in carbohydrate sources, you will enable the animal to avoid bloat. So they can ask you, what are the deficient symptoms of these nutrients? So once you know the importance of a nutrient, then when it is lacking, the animal will show uh, signs of deficiency of that nutrient. Now, water, very important. Water regulates body temperature. Water is also part of body fluids like blood, semen, vaginal fluids, etc. Water also acts as a solvent for many solutes in animal bodies. Water lubricates body joints. It is a medium for transportation of body nutrients, and water also helps to keep the body cells charged. Hence, it helps in maintaining the body shape. When you are giving water to animals, do not measure for them. Just ensure that animals have water all the time. And the same idea applies to us human beings. Ensure that you take water all the time because water plays such a big role. Allow me now to introduce you to this activity. Name and explain the factors that influence or determine the level of water intake by livestock. How much does the animal take? How much water will the animal take? And what factors determine the level of water intake by livestock? I'll give you one example. Type of feeds. The animals which are fed on dry feeds will take in more water than animals that are fed on succulent feeds. So in your groups or as an individual, find out the other factors that determine the level of water intake by livestock, and by God's grace, when we meet, you will share your findings with the class. Thank you very much. Good luck. God bless. For more resources, for more information, please visit this website. Thank you.